Let her go, Anakin! Let her go! You turn her against me! This is only one, Kenobi. Only one. There's a lot to show you in this video because I've got 3 different variants of the next figure for this episode, which is, of course, the VC13. Unlucky 13 now. So, as a carded collector, I first got this one because that's all I wanted. Because this is the amended version of the VC13, by the way. He first came out as VC13 Anakin Skywalker, and as you can see I have the standard one and the foil, and he then was revised as Darth Vader. So in terms of my timeline of collecting, I got my hands on this one first, and that's the one I was only ever after, because as a purist I agree with this card back because he was Darth Vader by that point. He had been knighted or christened Darth Vader by Sidious. He'd turned to the dark side. That's who he was by then. But, you know, me being a carded collector, and I get to the point where I troll through eBay to see what... Sorry, I'm talking so fast. I troll through eBay and see what's available, and I ended up getting the Anakin variants of this as well. So I have 3 that I have on my wall in a line for that card back. I'm going to show you him loose as well later. So I do have him loose to show you. I've got 2 loose to show you. And I'd like to move in on the cards now. So as I say, this is the revised edition. This one could have come unpunched, but I bought it punched because he was revised and came out later in the vintage collection. By then cards were unpunched, but unfortunately this one is punched by somebody. There's the figure inside. So it's a great figure, by the way. Let's just mention the eyes of this one now. He's got really Sith eyes, yellow and a tint of red. He just looks messed up by then. There is the image of Anakin, which is a great image in that I know that it is lifted from the movie. Card backs look great when they've got a genuine cinematic vision of the person as opposed to some sort of CGI mock-up like they're doing nowadays. But it is slightly fuzzy, so that's the only drawback. And then here is the Anakin card, which I got sometime later. And this one is actually factory punched, because in the early lines of figures, all these guys came out punched before they did unpunched cards. As you can see, this one unfortunately has a slight crease in it, but you know, I didn't pay a hell of a lot of money for it, and they look great in star cases. Sorry about the focus. Come on, work. There you go. There you go. We're back. This has the FET sticker on the front, as does this one. This is the foil variant. I do like foil cards. Let me just demonstrate how great they are again, if you haven't seen the rest of the series. Foil cards are great. Nice variants, and this one is in better condition, this one. I also bought this one on eBay. All of these figures between 1 and 115, I never bought them when they were first released. I started collecting sometime later, and a lot of people ask me how long I've been collecting. Since at least August 2005, I started collecting cards, carded, if you know what I mean, or a vintage collection. So there you go, that's the cards. Let's have a look on the back, and this is a good one because the history lesson takes you to a figure or character that was only ever released previously in a completely different line of figures. This is the line of figures, or the saga line, that would have been, excuse me, or was definitely around the time of Revenge of the Sith. All of these 3 cards, as you can see on the back, are identical for VC13. And there you have it. Now let's have a look at him loose. And he is great. Oh, he's got his back to us, but that doesn't matter. He will spin around. The eyes are great. People do criticise the robe for being a bit too big for him, but I don't mind it at all if you manipulate it. And I've just got him in this one pose to show you. But the eyes are tremendous. I can just focus in on them a bit better. There you go. Really good. He is a little chubby in the face, which is not the end of the world. My favourite Anakin figure is the Legacy Collection concept art Anakin, but you know, I've got a video on him if you want to see it. I'll leave a link for that. And I just wanted to show you this one as well. This is another one that I got. This one, by the way, is definitely one I opened off a Darth Vader card. I won a job lot and one came unpunched, and I was going to switch it for this one, but the condition of that card was so bad I ended up opening it. Although I had him loose already, I got another one loose because I knew it was genuine. Opened off the card mint. So this one came loose from somebody I won really cheap off eBay. I have it like that. I like it now, but it's the wrong robe though. Again, it's big, but as I did in a recent Instagram video, I took a photograph of this of this figure loose. And it's something about this robe. I don't know where it's come from. It's definitely not the one that was included with VC13. It's too oversized for that. And it's a lighter brown. Unless people know that it's a variant. It might have come inside the VC13. I think the guy who used to own it got it from somewhere else. But anyway, I just like the way it hugs his face like that. He looks so evil there. Looks like he's contemplating his next move or contemplating what he's just done. So that one is just awesome. I like that. So there he is. It's a really good figure. Go and get him. Fantastic. This has been a slightly longer video. I know it's the quick shot series, but because there's been so much to discuss, what with 3 variants, and I've got 2 examples of him loose, we have rolled on for a bit longer, but I'm sure you're all right with that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Join me for episode 14, which will be VC14, tomorrow at 8 PM. Only one Kenobi, out.